Hi, Lynette. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. So good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for allowing me to come and ask you some questions about Cocoa Market. Your produce is so beautiful today. Everything's fresh.
Well, great. And local farmers are always welcome at Cocoa. So
That's wonderful.
you may be aware, we are a co-op. We've been in existence for about 42 years. So
42 years.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So being a co-op means that we are owned by the community. So we have over 4,000 community members who have purchased a lifetime share in Cocoa. When it did start 42 years ago, it was a way to we had a small group of owners who wanted to have better access to minimally processed food. So they brought over pallets of beans and rice and those kind of things and split them up in each other's garages. So as you can see, having local produce, local meat, those kind of things really ties directly into what our original core and mission is. And it's something that is extremely important to the owners of our co-op and our surrounding community.
Oh, that's wonderful. And is your produce, is it for aquaponics, is it in demand as far as the aquaponic produce and
Yeah, absolutely. As someone who answers the phone a lot during the day, we get a lot of calls, first asking for specific produce and then asking if that produce is local and then asking if it's certified organic. When it comes to aquaponics, hydroponics, one of our big questions is wanting to know whether, for instance, Mari's cucumbers are in. Those are a newer product. They're in very high demand. Also their lettuce, the green goers, howler tomatoes, also very high in demand. Those are a lot of phone calls that we get every day.
Awesome. And that's from Mari's Gardens, or?
Mari's Gardens is the lettuce and the cucumbers, and then the tomatoes are from green growers.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. And what is the percentage of aquaponics produce from local farmers that come in?
Aquaponics is a little bit smaller because, I mean, as probably you're aware, it's an up-and-coming growing strategy on this island. So I would say as far as our local produce, we're at about 65% local at Cocoa, which is one of the highest departments within our market as far as local focus goes. And then I would say probably hydroponics, aquaponics, we're looking at maybe 15-20% of that is grown that way. Lettuce is probably that biggest driver, and then with Mari's cucumbers coming out, that's another big one that's starting to drive that percentage up.
That's wonderful. And you know, I see there's all these different vegetables and fruits from a lot of the local areas here. If you had a wish list as far as what other fruits or vegetables that you would like to see sourced locally coming into Cocoa Market?
Yeah, well, you know, we understand seasonality. We also understand that everything doesn't naturally grow well here, but we are finding farmers who are pushing the envelope a little bit. So we sell beets every day. We sell carrots every day. And so we are finding that there are farmers on the Big Island, and even Mari's has been doing some experimentation. They brought us carrots one time. In that any of those kind of cooking staples, when you think about what you cook with every day, the more of that we can grow locally, the better off we are. But I think on the easier side of things, lettuce is one of those hardest things to bring from the mainland. Envision that little delicate lettuce coming over on an airplane. So the more lettuce that we can grow locally, the better off we'll be. I think I would tell people all the time, the minute that we do our mainland produce order and lettuce is not on that order will be one of the happiest days of my life.
Oh, that's very interesting.
It is, but why it's also important for us to support local is that we bring any produce that we bring over, which again is only about 35% of our produce, we bring over on an airplane. And that premium for that freight is about 50% of the cost of the product. So we would much rather be giving that money to local small producers rather than jet fuel and those kind of things, those costs to bring it over.
Okay. And as a local farmer, what type of certifications would I need to be in business with Cocoa Market?
Sure.
And can I sell directly to you guys? Or?
You can, and with Kokua, I think we do have an advantage in that we are small. So we like dealing with small. So we don't necessarily have minimums to come in. We like to give everybody a chance coming in. The most important thing for us is to know your growing practices. We understand that certifications can be expensive. It can be sometimes a labor-intensive or a lot of paperwork process. So the most important thing is for us to know how you grow. So if we ask if you spray, if we ask what kind of fertilizers, if you're just straight up about how you grow your food, then that's going to tell us whether it's food that our customers will buy. And as long as you just maintain good, consistent, safe growing practices, have all of your licensing in place with the state and your insurance in place, then we like to support you.
Okay. And if someone wanted to sell directly to Kokua Market, would we call you, or?
You would call Abdul, our produce manager. Okay. And if Abdul's not there, one of us is always here. But call Abdul. And
what's a good number to reach him?
808, of course, 941-1922. And I guess the other thing that makes it easy is that we understand that farmers are out there in their fields, are out there working their products, so we have easy accepting standards as far as, if you come in and we know you're going to come in and it's 6 o'clock at night before you can get off your farm, someone's going to be here to accept your produce and gladly put it on our shelves.
Okay. And Lynette, any other advice that you would want to provide for the local aquaponic farmers, as far as, it could be from farming their produce or to marketing and just to get it into the shelves here at Kokua Market?
Well, I think touching base probably with Abdul about what we already have solidly in place, and then maybe what the gaps are as far as what other people aren't growing, if you want to try and increase what you're selling to us. I think the second thing is just communication and consistency. It's really hard, from a consumer standpoint to kind of build that desire, and then if you go to a grocery store and they don't have it. So while we understand things grow naturally, having a consistent planned product is important for us. I think the other thing that I also want to point out for small farmers is that for Kokua, because as you can see, we're not really fancy, we're about the quality of the product. So while we do have some kind of higher end packaging as far as the produce goes, like Mari's has a nice bag, don't let that stand in the way of you coming in and selling us good quality product, because that's really at the core of what our customers are wanting.
Well, this is wonderful. This is a lot of information. I greatly appreciate the wisdom that you provided for me for this time.
Well, sure. Well, as a vegetarian, I am in this section a lot, and like I said, when I get our calls, they always are asking who's growing it, is it local, is it organic, and the more often I can say yes, then the better off we do in Hawaii.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lynette.
No, thank you very much. You're welcome anytime.
Thanks for watching this movie. It's been funded by the USDA's Agriculture Marketing Services Federal State Marketing Improvement Program and the Hawaii Department of Agriculture. The information in this movie is for the viewer's reference only. The Hawaii Department of Agriculture does not guarantee its full accuracy. A new farmer should do his own due diligence before starting a farm. We really do encourage entrepreneurs and investors to start new farming businesses in Hawaii. So hey, give Liz a call. The number's given on the screen. She will help you out.